Give a quick intro.
All right, everybody, welcome to Orlando Roller Derby. I am your host, Chatter Cheese. Joining me today is going to be Carmen Slam Diego. She's taking some official business. We're going to start off by announcing the teams and the players, so please get ready for that. Thank you for tuning in. We're excited. It's going to be a good day. And if you're just joining us, please, violence is always encouraged. Thank you.
Fan favorite? Did Carmen get it? She's taking care of it in just a second. She's me on Slack. Sounds good.
This is bound to be a good bout today, guys. We have our Orlando team, the Ozone Slayers in the black, as well as our Blue Ridge Roller Derby, the Y'all Stars in the white. Once again, we're going to be getting these players out here in just a moment for you, so you can spot your favorite and watch them on the stream and keep an eye on them. Cheering at home is encouraged.
This is the logo going to disappear. There's a hell of a delay, but it's not. As long as it's running smoothly and delayed,
Listen to that crowd, folks. There we go. We're Blue Ridge Roller Derby. Y'all Stars 032 Red Darling. Number 10, Chris. 1111 Kate in Destroy. 116 Jay Recca. We have 147 Imp. 15 Drunken Slayer. Number 17 Sugar. We have 24 as Paramaniac. Number 27 Nigel Thornscary. 3 as Tyrannosaurus Rocks. 31 as Beelzebub. 409 Slay Love. That's 4210 as Fight Hawk. 5 Rider. And number 9 Griever. And here we go. That's your Y'all Stars, everybody, in the white. Please, the Y'all Stars. Blue Ridge Roller Derby. And our Orlando team's coming out, everybody. The Ozone Slayers. That's right, the color in black. Number 7, James Blonde. 121 Reflux. That's number 13, Cyanide. Oh, double that now. 13 is Deadly Force. 14 is Carry the Hatchet. Number 16, Sterling Siren. Number 20, Lexi. 211 Killathug. Number 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. 314 Super Pie. And we have 357 as Felony Fat Bottom. Number 4, Haley Explosive. And that's 52, folks, Block Lobster. Number 8, La Maldita. And number 80, folks, Amina Acid for you. And as they take a lap here, your Orlando Roller Derby Ozone Slayers. There we go. All right, everybody. Once again, we have the Blue Ridge Roller Derby, Y'all Stars in white, Orlando Roller Derby, Ozone Slayers in black. And here we go. The jam is off, everyone. And she's broken free. White jammer. No, that's number 5, Ryder. As she comes back around. For those of you just joining us, remember, the jammers are the ones with the stars. And as we have our black jammer here is making a break. That's number 8, Killer Thug.
No, Maldita.
I apologize, everybody. La Maldita. My eyes are not working today.
Oh, I looked at this one.
You'll get used to this gate. There's a...
Here we go, folks. We're in 5 seconds before the jams start, and we're off. Again, we have number 15, Drunken Slayer. Number 121, Broken Free Reflux coming around. Quick jam, folks, quick jam. There we are. All right, and for those of you joining us while we're taking the time here, let's remind you of how points are scored. So as the jammer breaks free, they have to make it around the track, and they have to pass with their hips. They can't lead into that. They have to pass the individual players with their hips, and they count the scores. You will see a jam ref following them. If you want to know how many, just watch the hand that's up. You'll be able to keep along, keep scoring yourself. And here we are again. We have number 20 making their way, Lexi, followed closely by 409, Slay Love. They're coming back around. And called it off, called it off. Here we go. As you can see, folks, this is quick. The action is fast. It's so much fun. Thank you for tuning in.
Like the list of people that are watching.
Yeah,
And all right, there we go. Number 8. Coming back around. Here we go. White team returning the favor. Number 27.
I don't have either of those on there though. You want to call these out? That's what I was going to do. Yeah, absolutely. So these guys are like, they're just commenting on it. You said there's a vote though? Oh, okay. So I just called these out.
All right, we see in the chat here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We've got Baby Bree 17, Poppy Palace 444, rooting for y'all stars. Thank you. All right, I got BG Thomason. Let's go, Ozone Slayers. Big shout out for Ozone on the board.
Is Disney's fan favorite ready to go? Ready to start being? It should be. Okay. You have to
Right.
send it? Or just you just drop the link? I thought it would
No, not this one. There's a special link.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And always, we give a shout out to our officials, everybody. They're doing their best. They're obviously a fundamental part of this. They have to watch so closely. This action is so intense. Number 5 breaks free. Coming around, Ryder once again. Oh, we have a pass, actually, everyone. Number 357, Felony Fat Bottom coming back around. There we go. They called the jam off. So let's remind everybody, if you're new to Derby, there are 3 sets of players. We have blockers. That's pretty self-explanatory. They're supposed to stop the jammers as they come back around, create a mess. We also have the pivots. They're the ones in the stripes, folks. You can see them here with the rainbow stripe. White team here with the blue stripe. And then, of course, the jammers with the stars on their head. They're the ones we want to cheer on as they break free and come around. Keep your eye on them, folks. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-oh. Doing their best. As we can see, they're doing their very best. The blockers doing their job. We got Lexi. Number 20, Lexi. Here we go, number 15, really pushing against Andrunga Slayer, doing her best. She really has that fire in her, folks, as she's coming around. They must stay within these lines, and Lexi calls it off. Lexi has called off the bout, and now we're going to switch. Tremendous effort from both teams so far. We just started. You are about to have a good game. Oh, and everybody, we have Carmen Slandiego's coming in. Carmen!
Hello, welcome, and thank you for joining us for our season opener doubleheader game today. So after this first game against Blue Ridge, we do have a second game, so make sure you stay tuned.
And remember to vote for your favorite Derby gals, please. They really love seeing those votes, folks. Please, let's get it in there. We're 23-20 left in period 1. All right, number 8 broke free. You might be asking yourself, Amadita didn't have the star in her helmet at first. That's because she passed it, folks, and she put it on as she went along.
Don't know if that's what they're seeing.
Uh-oh. All right, here we are. Jam has started. We've got number 27 out in the front. 27, everybody. That's Nigel Thornscary trying their best to break free. They've made it. Remember, follow the jam refs if you want to keep track of the points. Oh, we got the other jammer. We got our black jammer here. Making away. A move from the inside. Nigel Thornscary. Oh, just the showboating. You love to see it. There we go. And it's called off, folks. Wow. I'll tell you what, Blue Ridge Roller Derby really bringing the show.
I have too much going on my phone. Can you check yours?
Those of you who are joining us on the live stream, make sure and drop where you're watching from in the chat. That way we can go ahead and see and let our skaters know that their family and friends from afar are watching.
That's right, and thank you for joining us here, Carmen Slandiego, and as always, it's easy with Chatter Cheesy. Where in the world is Carmen? She's right next to me here in Orlando, folks. Come find her. You should show up in person, but if you can't, again, let us know where you are in the world. We'll shout it out.
I'm here for now.
Here for now, you heard her, folks. She's on the move.
I do keep disappearing, though.
She does. I can attest for that, as you just heard me only for a while. She's a slippery one, folks. But we love to have her.
Thank you for watching from AVL.
Go Blue Ridge. Absolutely. With that stellar move just a few minutes ago. Go Blue Ridge.
Ocala in the his house. You're not too far. Hopefully you can make it out for one of our future games.
Absolutely. Ocala, you definitely can make the travel. We'd love to see ya. That's from BG Thomason. And Cha-Cha Slides, my favorite wedding dance.
I'm partial to the Cupid Shuffle.
Okay. See, that's how we know the difference here, folks.
Oh, Diva! I hope that you heal up soon.
Diva, thanks for coming in. It's always good to have you here in the chat. Show some love.
We miss you. Wish you were here.
I haven't met you yet, but I miss you. I wish you were here.
Thanks, Gypsy. We miss you too.
Gypsy, thank you so much. Honestly, I couldn't do it without you. We really, really do miss you here. Okay, let's get back to the action, folks. We have number 2-0. If you're paying attention at home, that's Lexi. Lexi breaking free. Here we go. Follow it through.
Lexi coming into the pack, making it easy, but getting hit by Blue Ridge number 9, Griever. Blue Ridge reforming in front of Lexi, putting up a tripod. Lexi having some difficulty trying to get around that tripod. And it looks like the pivot for Orlando went in trying to break up that tripod, but it was called off before Lexi was able to break out.
It's a good effort, though. Good effort, though. You love to see it.
Want to give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, Florida Safety Systems LLC. A big special thank you to you for all of your support. Thank you for sponsoring us. We couldn't do it without your help. And it looks like Lee Jammer was taken by number 5 from Blue Ridge.
That would be
With the star pass
Ryder.
to Felony Fat Bottom.
Here we go.
Felony is now jamming for Orlando. And number 5 calls it off before Felony is able to collect any points. 4 points for Blue Ridge, 0 for Orlando on that quick jam.
Here we go. Oh, Orlando 1-2-1. That would be Reflux. Oh, 15 hot on her tail though. She's coming around, Drunken Slayer. Pack's reforming. They're gonna have to stop her. She's on the outside. She calls it off in the quick jam, folks. 2 points, everybody. 2 points. 2 points. 2 points scored. Remember, if you're tuning in and you're trying to tell yourself, well, how do we know how many points there are? Watch the inside ref. They're going to hold it up for you. They're going to absolutely indicate that for you so you can play along too.
We also have the scoreboard up in the top corner, and if you look at the little number to the right of the big number, that's going to tell you how many points were scored in that jam. Sterling Siren jamming for Orlando. Slay Love jamming for Y'all Stars. It looks like Siren was able to claim lead jammer.
Oh, we have a jam
However,
pass.
we have a star pass for Blue Ridge. Number 4212, Hulk taking the star from their jammer. However, it looks like the star was passed back. It looks like the initial star pass was not valid, so they had to pass the star back. Slay Love is now jamming again for Blue Ridge. 4 points for Orlando. Blue Ridge Jammer finally making it out of the pack on their initial pass. However, it looks like there was a penalty.
There's a track cut.
Blue Ridge Jammer going to the box, making this a power jam now for Orlando.
Here we go. Nope. And Orlando calls off the jam, folks. Calls off the jam.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and recap here, folks. In the last jam, White Jammer tried to pass, but unfortunately it was not done in the official way of doing that, so the ref called it off. That's what we saw. They had to go back, try again, then got a track cut. Now they're sitting on the penalty box. These kind of plays, they happen in Derby. It's okay. They're putting in their best effort, and sometimes the passes just don't make it all the way through. But we love them. They're doing their best.
It's a quick moving game, lots of moving parts, lots of moving people. So a lot of times things just kind of slide through. When we have the switchboard.
All right. We have a timeout, everybody. While we have a timeout, let's go ahead and check our chat. BG Tom is definitely going to make it on the next event. Thank you. Ziegler Law 772. Miss everyone. We miss you too. Lula Marie, thank you so much. Gypsy, of course. Go BRRD. Thank you, Lulu.
Watching from Asheville. Love Asheville. Beautiful place.
Absolutely. The leaves changing, the weather. I'm all for it. I'm a fall gal. How are you, Carmen?
I am a fall girly.
There we go. Fall girlies in the house. Here we are. But we live in Florida.
But I'm an apple spice girly, not a pumpkin spice girly.
That's where we differ. I have good taste. I like pumpkin spice.
We can agree to disagree.
Grant Possible here, weighing in on the great spice debate. Pumpkin spice is overrated, apple spice is the winner.
Yes, yes, yes.
Go ahead and comment your favorite fall drink in the chat.
I expect a lot of support for pumpkin spice. Not overrated, underrated. It's why it's in the stores all the time. That's all I'm going to say. Last voice on that.
And we are back. Super Pie jamming for Orlando and Slay Love jamming for Yellow Stars. For Blue Ridge, Super Pie getting hit out, taken back initially. Both jammers still trying to push through. Oh, just kidding. Slay Love was actually in the box. So this started out as a power jam for Super Pie. Super Pie gets lead jammer.
She's trying to pass the star now. Star pass officially working. And now another track cut. we go. Number, again, Supai calling it off. 2 points scored for Orlando. Here we go, everybody. Your Ozone Slayers 33, Y'all Stars 25. And here we go again, Lexi for Orlando. Remember, everybody, this single jam session, the white jammer in the penalty box. Lexi breaks free. And they're coming back in. The pack is formed. They're going to try to hold him here.
Lexi taking the outside line, trying to go to the inside line, trying to break through. Blue Ridge reforming quickly,
Wow,
making it look easy. However, Lexi lands a hit on Blue Ridge number 032, making it out, taking lead jammer. Coming back for their part collecting pass, a hard hit on 4212. And it looks like Blue Ridge is trying to do a star pass. However, the jam was called before it was fully completed.
We want to shout out now 49 viewers here, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new in the chat, please drop where you're watching from. We'll shout it out for you. And the jam is off. There we go. Number 27 breaks free. That's Nigel Thornscary. And Orlando comes around answering in kind.
Maldita on Thornberry's tail. Thornberry coming back into the pack, taking the inside line, landing a hit on Cyanide, and going through. 4 more points for Blue Ridge. Maldita coming into the pack now. Blue Ridge trying to hit Maldita out, but here comes number 27, Thornscary, back into the pack. Will they collect another 4 points, or will they call it off before Maldita makes it in? Let's see what they're going to do. Maldita landed with another hit on Blue Ridge. That was a tough one.
That was, a lot of strong hits, folks, this time.
It did result in a penalty. Maldita in the box now, making this now a power jam for Blue Ridge. Nigel Thornscary, all they got to do is collect those points. 4 more, and called it off.
There we called it off for 4 points for you All-Stars. Lula Marie, great fast reset. I agree.
Gonna give another shout out to one of our sponsors, Atomic Horror. Horror enthusiasts, come visit Atomic Horror for an unrivaled selection of horror-themed shirts, art, and novelties. Dive into a world inspired by your favorite horror classics and modern frights, all in one immersively themed destination. Make sure to check them out on their website, atomichorror.com, or visit them on East Colonial Drive. Follow them on Instagram at @AtomicHorror. And once again, thank you again for sponsoring Orlando Roller Derby.
That's right, Atomic Horror, where fear is fashion and where we celebrate horror all year long.
Lead jammer going to Blue Ridge number 5. Ryder, number 5, lead jammer, takes the outside. Not sure if they were pushed out, is it? Okay, it looks like they were pushed out.
Looks like it was a directional, folks.
Meaning they weren't facing the correct way when they passed the people, so they did not collect points for those passes.
Thank you, Carmen. We got a couple shout-outs here. Once again, let's take a look. Oh, we got Brickslayer watching from D-Land. Go carry the hatchet. Number Fear Kitty Blue Ridge. Go y'alls. Oh, you're welcome. Absolutely. The stream here for you, really.
So I know that BRR BRRD is Blue Ridge Roller Derby, but I read it as Bird.
It is Bird. Fly away. Oh, and look at that break, 121.
But here comes number 3 from Blue Ridge on their tail, and it looks like the pack is going to be moving fast, trying to keep the jammers from getting points.
Here we
Reflex going through, trying to slide through those open spaces, and Reflex was able to collect 2 points.
Carmen, could you explain why the jammer in the lead might call it off before the other jammer catches up with her, please?
Well, it's kind of a tactic in order to gain points and keep the opposing team from gaining any extra points as well, because it's offense and defense at all times in this game of roller derby.
So what you're saying is the jammer has to be aware of not only their skating, but the other skating, and be present and make sure they call it off before the other team scores any points. Is that correct?
That they do.
That they do, folks. Here we go. Orlando, jammer, look at her pushing her way through.
We have Drunken Slayer for Blue Ridge.
Number 16, Sterling Siren for Orlando. I'll tell you, Blue Ridge was really holding her up there for a minute. Really showing some strong blocking. Oh, Orlando, again, returning.
And it looks like Blue Ridge is down a blocker in the box. However, their jammer did make it out of the pack on their point collecting pass.
And here we are.
Let's see if Siren will call it off. Siren did call it off.
She did call it off.
Right before the Blue Ridge jammer made it to the pack. Just in time too, because Blue Ridge was right there. I thought they were going to get that point, but it looks like Siren called it off right before.
Here we go, look at the chat one more time. We got King Mother. Let's go Bird, as Carmen likes to call it, BRRD. That's Blue Ridge, everybody.
Maldita finding ease on the inside, taking lead, but here comes 409.
Oh my God. And 409 was lead jammer. She called it off.
Blue Ridge really trying to keep Orlando from gaining any more points. The other numbers confuse me.
They confuse me too. I thought somebody's wrong.
Super Pie jamming for Orlando.
I have to say, folks, both teams putting a tremendous effort in blocking these jammers from getting around these turns.
Yeah, both teams have been putting up very strong tripods. Both teams have had their blockers resetting really quickly, catching their jammers.
I think there's a lot to say, especially when the jammer breaks free. There's just so much effort going in. Both of them just really representing the teams very well.
And it looks like we have a star pass to number 27 on Blue Ridge. They have not put the star on their helmet yet, but they are trying to break through that Orlando tripod made up of cyanide.
Number Cyanide. We're trying to get the other numbers, folks. As you can see, it's hard to see them sometimes. I think we have Deadly Force.
Yes, Deadly Force and Haley Explosive.
There we go. And for those of you who are new, the tripod is when these three players come together. They are blocking the jammer as they come around, and as you can see, they make kind of a triangle.
That triangle shape allows them to rotate around the jammer that is opposing force on them.
Yeah, that rotation's much easier when you have support, folks. Trust me, one-on-one, a lot harder.
And it looks like we had a jammer break out, and that was number 27.
Nigel Thornscary.
However, no points were collected. Ozone Slayers 54, Y'all Stars 35. If you check out the link in the chat, make sure to vote for your fan fave. For each team, vote for your favorite skater. All skaters are listed.
It's pretty even so far, folks, in that voting for the most part. Keep coming in, though. Trust me, they love it. Oh, we've got a breakaway. Reflux on the inside coming around the corner.
Another star pass for Blue Ridge. Number 3, Tyrannosaurus Rocks, now jamming.
Here she comes. Oh, we got the jam called off.
Jam called off by Reflux before Rocks was able to gain any points.
Now, I know what you're thinking out there. You're asking yourselves, how do these two keep it straight all the time? Are they incredibly omnipotent or intelligent? We're not. We're actually doing our very best like you and just watching and guessing. Just kidding. Carmen Slam Diego's a professional, folks.
I wouldn't go that far.
Absolutely. Starts professional, shows up early on time, and knows everything about roller derby.
Toot toot.
Can I do the next one? When do we do it? All right.
Here we are again, shouting out one of our sponsors. That would be Will's Pub. Thank you to Will's Pub and Little Indies. You can join them after the doubleheader for their after party at Little Lindy's right after the game on Mills Avenue. Little Indies is a cozy bar offering a range of hand-mixed cocktails in a casual vibe with regular live performances. I personally love live performances.
I do too.
You heard it here, folks. Live performances are where it's at.
We love them.
We love them.
Much like this game is a live performance.
It is an incredibly lively show of force.
It is a show of athleticism as these jammers are pushing through. Blue Ridge almost making it through, trying to take lead.
Uh-oh, folks.
And it looks like we have a skater down.
Fortunately, it does look like we might have an injury. These do happen from time to time. We're going to go ahead and stop everything. As you can see, everybody's kneeling out of respect here because we need to take the time to check to make sure they're okay. Even though you see a lot of hitting, you see a lot of action here, safety is the number one priority.
It really is. We actually have medics that are on scene. There are volunteers. We couldn't do this without them. They are here to make sure that we are staying as safe as possible. So if you are licensed, CPR certified, and you want to participate in volunteering and being a medic, we do have that option. Just reach out to us and let us know. You get to watch the game for free, and more often than not, you just get to watch the game.
And you get to help. And that's, I think, what's really great. Let's go ahead. If you're at home, give them the clap. They're definitely going to still be able to hear that from you. So we have an official timeout right now. We're going to take some time. Let's go ahead and run through these. Let's run through the positions one more time with Carmen Slam Diego. So once again, you have 3 main positions here, folks. You have your blockers, you have your jammers, and then you have your pivots. And you can identify the pivot and jammer easily. The pivot has the stripe on their helmet, and the jammer has the star.
And pivots have been vital this game with all of the star passes that we've had.
There's been so many star passes.
There has been. So when the jammer removes that star, the only player they're able to pass it to is the pivot.
Oh, and here we go. Breaking out. Oh!
Siren breaks out, but the Blue Ridge blocker
Keeping up.
hits her.
Oh, and jammer on jammer action. There they go, number 5.
Number 5 came out of nowhere.
They really did. I didn't even see them until they slammed into number 16. So we have Sterling Siren and number 5, Ryder.
Ryder really came out of nowhere.
Wow,
Hit
you're really
Siren
earning that name.
and then overlapped.
Absolutely.
That was a great play.
Riding in for that hit. Okay, 5 seconds, folks. It's always my favorite. I get really tense at the 5-second mark. Here we go. Jam on.
Blue Ridge, number 15, jammer taking lead, finding it easy on the inside line. That is Slayer.
Number 8 for Orlando. Not finding it as easy, La Maldita, but look at the effort.
La Maldita's breaking free. 15. Here she comes.
4 more points for Blue Ridge.
Putting them
Will
on the
Blue
board.
Ridge call it off before Maldita makes it to the pack? Or is Blue Ridge going to try and rack up those points? Let's see.
They look at them moving.
Blue Ridge
Looks
just
like Blue Ridge wants those points. They're hungry for those points.
through. Definitely trying to close the gap right now.
Absolutely, but La Maldita not giving up. Coming in hot on their heels.
Blue Ridge definitely putting up some resistance for Maldita.
Let's go, folks. If you're in the chat, let's give a hand to both La Maldita and Drunken Slayer.
4 more points for Drunken Slayer,
Wow.
calling it off.
Oh my goodness. If you think that action is intense on that screen, folks, you should be here in the room. It is absolutely palpable.
8 points that jam for Y'all Stars, 4 for Orlando, bringing the score 62-43. This is still anybody's game. 2 minutes left in this first half. Then we'll have a brief halftime. And then we'll return with the second half of this first game. Reminder, today we are having a doubleheader, so there will be a second game later on.
That's right. Take your coffee, drink your energy drinks. Let's get some snacks going. And there we go, number 409, Slay Love breaking out.
Lead jammer for Blue Ridge.
409, but here
Out
they come.
comes Super Pie right behind.
314, folks, 314. Clock that helmet. Here she comes. What's 409 going to do? She's calling it off.
I think Super Pie is still radiating in the Pie Day energy from 2 days ago.
That she is.
And on that note, I'm out of here, folks.
Carmen Slam Diego, folks. We're going to take a break.
Just kidding.
She's got jokes. She's got the energy. That's why you join. There we go. All right, we're about to begin, and here we go. We're going. There we go in the chat. What do we got?
It looks like Nigel Thornscary jamming, taking lead jammer for Blue Ridge. That's lead jammer, 3 jams in a row for Blue Ridge. They are trying to close this gap, and their blockers are really holding back Reflux. Number 10 trying to land a hit, but Reflux was able to dip underneath it.
It seemed like Orlando was trying to do the star pass of their own, but unfortunately, I don't think they had anyone to pass it to. There she comes back around, and the jam's called off.
Smart move on Blue Ridge, calling it off before Reflux was able to get any points.
Reflux is small. She's fast. You got to call that jam off quick, or she's definitely going to take those points, folks. Way to go, Blue Ridge.
We might have time here for one more jam, possibly. Not sure. However, if we do not have a jam, this is your chance to go run to the restroom, grab your snacks, like Chad said, grab some coffee, stretch your legs.
That's right. Cheddar Cheese, your biggest fan of snacks. Snackies all day. I'm packing some snacks here, folks. I got our trail mix. I've got our donuts. I've got our coffee. Where do you think my energy comes from? Well, it's Carmen, but it's also fueled by coffee.
And Carmen is fueled by coffee as well, so. Orlando Roller Derby, sponsored by coffee.
Sponsored by coffee of all kinds.
At least the live stream team. This is also a great chance to take a look at the list of fan faves. Pick your fave skater.
Honestly, I've taken a look at that list a few times, Carmen. I can't pick a single one. I think I'm going to have to vote for all of them. You know who my favorite is, Carmen?
Is it me?
It's you. It's
Yay!
Absolutely Carmen, folks.
Boop, boop, boop,
Boo,
boop.
boo, boo.
Wait till we get that air horn effect, guys. Then it's going to be
Listen.
over for you.
Orlando Roller Derby. Practical effects. You're welcome. In case you're tuning in just now, you've come in, there's an official review happening. Occasionally, the officials need to get together and talk it out because there's a play or something that's happened that one of the teams, both teams maybe, may think needs to be reevaluated. that's where we're at, folks. We're hoping we're getting one more jam in. If you have the time, feel free to get up, stretch your legs so you can make it through this doubleheader.
So this is a power jam for Orlando. Sterling Siren taking the inside.
Really coming around that corner.
Sterling is going to try and rack up as many points as she can get for Orlando before the Blue Ridge Jammer stands. However, Blue Ridge not making it easy.
Really
Number
just putting
11,
it in.
Davy.
There we go. Number 11, everyone. Caden Destroy really stopping Orlando there. Tremendous effort from Blue Ridge. Oh, their jammer's out now.
And the pivot.
There we go.
Blue Ridge back to a full team.
Here we go. Number 4210 and 27 coming out.
4210 trying to play assistance, trying to play a little offense, breaking up the tripod for their jammer. Number 27.
Nigel Thornscary.
Now that Blue Ridge has all of their blockers back, it is very difficult for Sterling to break through.
And again, trying the star pass. There we go. Man, they're really holding them up, folks. Both teams, again, putting in such an effort to keep these jammers in place. And we did get the star pass. 4210 Fight Hawk now. And the jam is called off. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to everyone sitting around helping us out. We have our medics, folks. We have our refs. We have our fans. We also have Barbie taking our photos officially. If you tune into the Orlando Derby and you see any photo that's being taken in that professional setting, you likely have Barbie to thank.
And we are now, I believe this is going to take us into our halftime period. So we're going to go ahead and pause the stream a little bit. Go ahead, take your break.
We're going to take ours.
We'll be right back.
I'm just going to sit here.
And we are back. Welcome to the second half of this first game on Orlando Roller Derby season opener against Blue Ridge Roller Derby. Coming back from the first half, it looks like we have La Maldita on the line, along with number 5 for Blue Ridge, which is Ryder.
And if you were here for the first half, folks, you know exactly how energetic this derby is about to be.
Big thank you for joining us on our live stream.
We got a couple of comments here. Let's go ahead and read them out. We got Fear Kitty Kitty. Happy birthday to Red Daring number 32. BRRD Bird, y'all's Rockstar Blocker. Number Lulu Marie. Happy birthday to Red Daring. Exploded. Coming to you live from sunny Marshall, North Carolina. As somebody who was born in North Carolina, thank you very much for representing that beautiful state.
Here we go.
There
Both
we go.
Maldita and Ryder bouncing back and forth, trying to get through the respective blockers.
Oh, Blue Ridge doing an incredible job of holding Maldita, but she is fearless, folks. She is
11,
pushing.
11, and number 9 holding Maldita back.
There we go. We've got number 5 pushing through now. They're trying for the star pass. They got it. It's a star pass. There we go. Number 9 now, folks. Remember, number 5, Ryder, started with the jammer sleeve. They passed it to Griever, number 9. An official star pass. And we're off again. Here we go. Wow. Number 314, folks.
Super Pie.
Super Pie.
Felony Fat Bottom trying to land a hit on 409, but it was not successful. 409 breaking out of the pack for Blue Ridge. Super Pie collecting 4 points and calling it off
There we
right
go.
as Slay Love gets to the pack. 4 points for Orlando, 0 for Blue Ridge.
They tried to slay 409, didn't work. She's far too full of that gumption, folks. Hey, we're back. Oh my goodness, just look at these hits.
Drunken Slayer taking lead jammer, number 15 for Blue Ridge. And it looks like Reflex took a tumble that gave Blue Ridge time to reform,
1, 2, 1.
knocking her out. Reflex having a hard time. Blue Ridge just reforming, holding Reflex back. Reflex removing that star, trying to do a star pass.
Reflex trying her very best. She's caught up though. She's coming back around. Reflux and Drunken Slayer.
Well, we have jammer on jammer.
Jammer on jammer. Jammer on jammer. We do! Reflux!
Oh.
She put it all in there, folks. She put it all on the floor there. Oh my goodness, Blue Ridge with that move, and they called it off.
Blue Ridge collecting their 4 points and calling it off.
Carmen, could you explain to us why sometimes we see a player go out, but then they have to go all the way back to where the pack is formed and go behind them? Can you explain to us why they need to do that?
Well, basically, what you can't see on the live stream is this tape that we have on the ground actually has a rope underneath, so we can feel what is in and out of bounds. If any of your wheels, if 2 of your wheels are out of bounds, you have to go behind the player that pushed you out. Now, that skater is allowed to go up to 10 feet back from the pack, so that gives basically a little bit more room, and it makes it a little bit harder for the opposing jammer to go through. They have a longer distance to travel.
Absolutely. And speaking of jammers, number 2-0, Lexi.
Taking
breaking
the
out.
lead for Orlando.
Absolutely. Oh, and we got number 2-7 again. 2-7, Nigel Thornscary for Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge removing the star, trying to do a star pass, but felony flat bottom making it difficult. That star pass was completed, given to 147 Imp. Let's see if Imp is able to take the star and get through this pack. Lexi still trying to push through, trying to collect them points. Blue Ridge is making it so hard. Strong walls this game.
Absolutely. Lexi is just giving it their all, but Blue Ridge returning that exact same effort. I'll tell you what, I think Blue Ridge has genuinely perfected the Star Pass game, though. They have absolutely executed that very well a few times. Orlando, though, just pushing through.
Lexi collecting 8 points for Orlando that jam. And we want to give a big thank you to Houston Orthopedic. Orlando Roller Derby medical coverage is brought to you by Houston Clinic Orthopedics. Our team is under the medical leadership of Dr. Benjamin Thomason, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon focused on sports medicine, joint replacement, and general orthopedics. They have offices conveniently located in Oviedo and DeLand. So sometimes we take these hard hits. Sometimes injuries happen, or sometimes we just want to try and stay well. For that, we go to Houston Orthopedic. Thank you so much for being our sponsors.
You hear to hear, folks, if you take hard hits in life, go ahead and join in. I want to go ahead and point out, you remember how I said, Carmen, that it's a big team here? As you can see, folks, we have to replace the tape from time to time, and these people that are doing this are genuinely just a big part, a big help, and we really couldn't do this without them.
I would like to say that track repair are some of the unsung heroes of roller derby. They're
Absolutely.
constantly, it's actually one of my favorite jobs because you have to stay vigilant. You get to watch the game, but you also get to make sure everybody stays safe.
You get to make it pretty, folks. You get to make it pretty. Speaking of, we got Blue Ridge, Orlando, just a team full of glam.
Woo! Maldita making out of the pack, but getting hit, having to get back up and back behind the pack. And it looks like Blue Ridge number 5
Ryder
is now jamming due to a star pass and calls off the jam. Oh, it looks like Orlando called off that jam right as Blue Ridge completed the star pass.
I'll tell you what, folks. Honestly, sometimes we're in this game, and these passes are so fast. These players just come out of nowhere. It's incredibly exciting. And we're off again. Number 314. 314. Here we go. Super Pie breaks free. Blue Ridge trying to get that star pass. He's looking for the jam. Oh, inside number 15 kept it. Drunken Slayer now trying to catch up to Super Pie. What will she do? Will she call off the jam, folks? No. There she goes. Number 314, Super Pie. 2 points. 2 points. Oh, I apologize. Couldn't see the other finger. There's 3 points. That was a 3.
Want to give another big thank you to one of our sponsors, Central Florida Skate. Central Florida Skate is Central Florida's premier indoor street park, designed and built by local Central Florida street skaters. They are taking outside, inside, and providing a street skate facility like none other. It's located near the airport, and it's tons of fun, whether you're on a skates, quads, inline, scooters, skateboards. Check it out, Central Florida Skate.
And if you're one of those people that ask yourself, I want to outside skate, but inside, it's a wonderful place to go.
That's actually what I prefer to do.
Absolutely. I love the outside life, don't like being outside.
I'm an indoor cat.
I'm kind of both. I'm a hybrid cat. I go outside for a minute, I get scared,
Woo!
I run back in.
Blue Ridge currently has lead, trying to break through. Reflux also trying to break through, and it looks like we did have a star pass. Reflux passing it to Felony Fat Bottom.
She's making it on the outside. She's trying her best. They're pushing her out.
And it looks like the Blue Ridge jammer, number 409, has received a penalty, making this a power jam for Orlando if they're able to get through these Blue Ridge blockers. Is that number 116, making it tough, Jay Recca. But finally had to let Felony go. 4 points for Orlando. Felony coming through, trying to collect another 4 points. But here comes Jay Recca and I can't tell who, 11-11? Yes, 11-11. Kate and Destroy and Jay Recca were holding Felony back. Felony pushed through, getting 4 points, but now here comes the jammer for Blue Ridge, number 409, Slay Love. Taking the inside line, getting a whip from number 11-11.
Wow. Oh, number 9, the pivot coming back out as well.
Getting 4 points right out of the box. Trying to close the gap. And here comes Slay Love again, another 4 points. It looked like those 30-second the box definitely gave that skater the energy they needed. 12 points this jam. One more point than Orlando, bringing the score 103. Or Ozone Slayers 69. Y'all stars. Nice. Lexi jamming on the line, making it easy. Number 4210 Hulk tried to catch Lexi but was not able to. Orlando has lead jammer, but here comes Nigel Thornberry.
Thorn Scary.
Thorn Scary, my apologies. Right behind them. Taking the inside, looks like we had an apex jump, landed right behind Deadly Force. Called off the jam.
What's scary is Nigel's ability to leap across great bounds, folks.
That was a beautiful apex jump.
Yeah, just
Successfully
the talent.
landed. However, it did not result in any points, unfortunately.
Sometimes you get a practice jump in once in a while in a game.
Cha-Cha Slides is on the same page as we are.
Yeah, they are. Thank you, Cha-Cha Slide.
Lead jammer goes to Orlando, but out of the pack comes number 3.
Here she
Tyrannosaurus
comes.
Rocks.
Maldita. Sorry, everybody. Maldita. And calls it off.
Calls it off right before Rocks makes it back. It looks like because we're in the second half, we may be having quick jams. Lead jammers are going to get their points, and then they're going to hit it and quit it. They're going to get their points and call it off.
That's right. You can somewhat call that a guilty pleasure, folks. That's what they're doing.
I just really like this song. We want to give a big thank you to one of our other sponsors, Primrose Tattoo. Thank you to Primrose Tattoos, the designer of our custom design Orlando roller derby shirts. Some of our skaters, we have them outside in our merch. If you make it out to our game, you may be able to snag one of these limited edition shirts. Primrose Tattoo is an award-winning shop that has been part of the community for over a decade. From walk-ins to large-scale custom work, they create art that will last a lifetime. Tons of our skaters have gotten work done by Primrose. They are great people. We love them and we love their support. If you're looking for a tattoo and you're in the Orlando area, definitely check out Primrose Tattoos.
Primrose Tattoo, everybody, where you can disappoint your parents one tattoo at a time.
I'm just saying, if my body is a temple, most temples have artwork.
My body has a lot of artwork. It's not a temple, but I definitely enjoy it. Stanky sauce. We're gonna do that one.
Next, if there's a big official timeout, that would be a good time to do it.
Yeah. I got you.
All right, it looks like we have Ryder jamming for Y'all Stars, Reflex for Orlando, Ryder taking lead jammer, hard hits coming from Blue Ridge, pushing Reflex back as far as possible.
All right.
Blue Ridge playing what looks like musical chairs in front of Reflex, just different blocker taking place, holding back Reflex. 4 points for Blue Ridge as Ryder makes it through, coming back for another 4 points.
And we have a star pass from Orlando.
It looks like Reflex passed that star to
Deadly Force.
Deadly Force, finally out of the pack on their first initial pass. 4 points for Blue Ridge. Will Blue Ridge try and collect more points, or will they call it off?
And they called it off.
They called it off.
That was quick, folks.
Smart move on Blue Ridge's part.
Absolutely. Deadly Force was coming in there. She earned that name. You do not want to let her get on a roll. Otherwise, it may be a problem.
The song is so long.
It's a bop. Wow, Lexi with that breakout.
Coming in hot and
Oh,
fast.
coming, trying, but
But
15.
11-11 is ready. Blue Ridge on those quick reforms, they're able to get at least 1 or 2 blockers set up so fast in front of Orlando's jammer, really making it difficult for Orlando to break out of that pack.
All right, folks, here we go. We got jamming for Blue Ridge here, trying to break through. Oh, but there we go. 3-1-4 makes a break.
Superpie almost
Superpie
out,
just
but Sugar came out of nowhere,
Wow.
blocked Superpie.
Just standing in front. The bravery
Up Superpie's lead jammer, but here comes number 409.
out on her tail. Oh, and we called it off.
Called it off. Orlando was able to score 1 point. It looks like Superpie did pass one blocker.
Remember, folks, sometimes it's a game of attrition. You really just want to let them sweat it out. All right, we have an official review happening. An official review. I'm going to officially review one of our sponsors, Stanky Sauce. Orlando Roller Derby fans, are you ready to kick up the heat on and off the track? Get ready for Stanky Sauce, Florida's most adventurous hot sauce. Whether you're dodging blockers or diving into dinner, Stanky Sauce adds the perfect thrill to every meal. With flavors so bold, you'll need a helmet just to open the bottle. And because you're all about living life on the edge, just like us, we've got an exclusive deal for you. Use promo code ROLLER20 at StankySauce.com for a fiery 20% off your order. Stanky Sauce, the official heat of the daring, the bold, and the roller derby soul. Skate hard, eat bold, feed adventure.
Stinky sauce, stinky sauce, stinky sauce.
Stinky sauce.
And we are back from our official review. This is Grim Possible subbing in for Cheddar.
Grim Possible's been here the whole time, but has been working on the tech aspect.
A little behind the scenes action. And
Someone's got to keep me and Chad in check.
isn't that the truth? Let's see. We got Blue Ridge taking lead jammer, but Super Pie is a little stuck back there behind some of those Blue Ridge blockers.
And it looks like we may have had a star pass. Oh, no, but it does look like the jammer is headed to the box. So this is now a power jam for Blue Ridge. It looks like Blue Ridge actually called it off.
A smart move on their end.
So they will be starting this next jam as a power jam, since Orlando is actually starting with their jammer in the box and down a blocker. This really is Blue Ridge's chance to close the gap. We still have 13 minutes in this half. We're about halfway through. Orlando 111, Blue Ridge 84. This is still anybody's game. Blue Ridge can close the gap, especially with these walls that they've been putting up.
And looks like Drunken Slayer grabs lead easily in this power jam, but we have some ORD players that were penalized last jam slowly trickling back in. Breaks out again. This is really their chance to get those points back. A little over a 20-point lead, it looks like.
Yeah, Orlando hasn't quite made their initial pass yet, so if Blue Ridge could hold Siren back and keep collecting a few more points, this is their chance to really close that gap. And we have 4 more points for Blue Ridge. Right now we are 8 for Blue Ridge. Sterling Siren having a difficult time pushing through, still not on their point collecting pass.
Oh no, it looks like the star had got passed to Deadly Force at some point. I did not even see that, did you?
I did not catch that star pass either. 4 more points for Blue Ridge. This is a 12-point jam so far. Blue Ridge is still able to collect all of these points because, like I said, the Orlando Jammer hasn't made it out of the pack initially. Blue Ridge reforming it, making it really hard for Deadly Force.
We got a tripod of Haley Explosive, Amina Acid, and Sterling Siren, it looks like, giving Blue Ridge's Jammer some trouble.
Basically trying to hold back. I think Blue Ridge may be trying to run the clock on this jam, trying to get as many points as possible, as long as they can keep Deadly from taking the initial pass.
And
Great
that's
work.
the end of jam. That was probably the most high-scoring jam of the
game so far. 16 points for Y'all Stars, bringing it 111 to 100. Like I said, this is anybody's game. They can close this gap. That was great work by number 4210. I'm part of Blue Ridge, really holding the wall, really keeping that Orlando Jammer back and keeping them from getting points.
It looks like Orlando has called a timeout. Understandable after a long jam like that.
Blue Ridge came back from that halftime ready to close the gap and to win this game. This has been a great game. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. We appreciate you.
Looks like we have a little bit of love in the chat. Cha-Cha Slides is and Cardinal Chaos are very excited about that last jam. Me too. That was a great one to watch.
It really was. That was probably the best jam of the game so far.
At this high level, there are usually a lot of quick jams, correct?
Yes, lots of quick jams. Like I said, lots of people just want to hit it, quit it, get their points, keep the opposing team from getting any points. But each team has been putting up such strong walls, they have not made it easy on the jammers.
And starting off, it looks like La Maldita takes the lead. Slay Love, a little stuck, but looking like she's about to break out.
Orlando trying to reform, but Blue Ridge playing offense, breaking up their tripods.
And La Maldita calls it off.
Carmen, I have to ask, have you had one of these shirts yet? These custom-made shirts?
I haven't had one yet, but I have had my eye on one. I'll probably leave here with one for sure.
Well, I will tell you folks, just bought it, have it on. It's incredibly well-fitting, so comfy. The design is absolutely wonderful. Carmen, could you tell us again who officially made this shirt?
These shirts were actually designed by one of our lovely sponsors, Primrose Tattoos. Little Joe, one of the big artists at Primrose Tattoos, designed this especially for us.
Primrose! Meow, 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 meow. Thank you!
Should we show it?
Yes.
The announcer. Wait, one sec. 1 second.
For you.
All right, and it looks like we had a quick jammer switcheroo. One jammer was in the box, the other jammer got a penalty. Basically, we can't have a game without any jammers. So, once one goes in, the other one will swap out and come back into the game. However, they only have to sit for as long as the opposing jammer did, so it was a quick penalty swap. And it looks like Ryder from Y'all Stars has claimed lead jammer and 4 points. Orlando down a blocker due to a penalty. Lexi trying to land a hit on Ryder, but it was unsuccessful.
again, folks, with another official review in our team timeout. And if you want, you can take time out to listen to our last one here. We have Harmony Healthcare. Harmony Healthcare, Orlando, Kissimmee, and Tampa's premier healthcare clinic specializing in primary care, STI testing and treatment, HIV prep, HRT, and gender-affirming care. Your health is our priority.
Health should be a priority.
Absolutely, folks. As we've said before, health is a priority here. Even though we see these hard hits, we see this effort, and we see this absolute debauchery on the floor, our health and safety is top priority.
And we have about 7.5 minutes left in this game. So please make sure that you click the link in the chat to vote for your fan fave. We pick one from each team, so go ahead and vote. You can vote for both. Show your support for your skaters. Thank you for joining us once again. We appreciate you being here with us. I normally talk to the air, so it's great to have other people listening. That's a joke. I promise. Have the same music.
Love that.
But that might be like a next game.
Yeah. All right, everybody. The next whistle's about to start the jam. Here we go.
Orlando starting with their jammer in the box. But it was short-lived. Here comes Deadly Force back jamming for Orlando. However, it looks like Drunken Slayer was able to make it out of the pack on their point collecting pass. Let's see if Deadly Force is able to get through the pack on their point collecting pass before Blue Ridge calls it off. Felony Fat Bottom trying to push back number 15. It was unsuccessful.
And it
4 more points for Blue Ridge.
And it looks like we had a star pass from Deadly to Reflux.
And here we are, number 1-5, coming out, Drunken Slayer. Drunken Slayer with 4 points. They're coming through. We also have 1-2-1. That would be Reflux. Reflux about to enter the pack. Here we go. Does she make it through? Quick and easy. She makes it look easy.
Oh.
And number 1-5, Drunken has called it off.
The All-Stars have now just barely edged above the Ozone Slayers, 124 to 122.
That, folks, is what we call the old flipperoo.
The All-Stars taking the lead. Can they keep this lead? We have 6 minutes left in the game. This is still anybody's game. Super intense. La Maldita jamming for Orlando. And it looks like Slay Love just books it out of the pack, taking lead. Maldita just made it out of the pack. I believe that Blue Ridge is probably going to collect their points, call it off. That would be the smart move. And it looks like we just saw somebody lose their glasses.
Glasses came off. Oh my God.
Maldita's back in the pack, so Maldita is able to try and score points. Blue Ridge still finding it difficult. Blue Ridge calling it off. However, Maldita was able to collect 4 whole points, so 4 points go to each team on that jam.
It's still a 2-point game.
This is so intense, 2 points, literally anybody's game. 5 minutes left. Thank you for joining us. Who are you rooting for? Let us know.
If you're as nervous as we are at home, folks, and it is a nail biter, just like Cha-Cha Slides. Thank you, Cha-Cha. We're sweating too.
That's why they got new shirts.
Absolutely why I
Oh, 5 on the ground, giving Orlando time to reform. Lead jammer goes to Blue Ridge.
There we go. Ryder coming out.
Track
We
cut
got
on
track cut.
Orlando. This is now a power jam. This is Blue Ridge's chance to widen that gap.
Here comes Ryder. They're trying to form.
Orlando is currently down their jammer and a blocker, so it is 3-5 out there on the track right now.
Oh, number 1-4 is coming back in. What's Ryder gonna do? They take it. Yeah, they are. Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Ryder. We got Lexi coming through. Lexi
Beautiful.
with the hot feet, the dippy toes, number 20.
Score now 143 to 126. We're getting into the last couple of jams territory. Orlando's gonna have to pull off some pretty good jams in order to
To cut
win
that
this.
score back up, absolutely. Honestly, we saw it in the first half, though, folks. They have it in them. That dog is in the fight. Let's just see if they're going to unleash it.
Blue Ridge takes lead.
There we go.
Out comes Super Pie.
Here we go, number 1-5 coming around. Drunken Slayer, what's she gonna do?
Blue Ridge blockers trying to separate the Orlando tripod, trying to make room for their jammer.
Oh, but it didn't work. Here we go, Super Pie also. Come on, 3-1-4's got it.
Super Pie getting held up by Chris, number 1010.
Here we go. Blue Ridge now. Blue Ridge being stopped, but they can't be. Oh, jammer on jammer action. And we're down. Number 1-5.
Blue Ridge trying to collect as many points, really widen this lead in the last few minutes of this game. We have time for maybe one more jam after this one.
There
Blue
we
Ridge
go.
calling it off.
Calling it off. Folks, I cannot tell you how nervous we are. Everybody doing such a good job. Every skater out here putting it on the floor for you. Let's go ahead and vote for them. Tell us who your favorites are. We have just enough time, possibly. One more jam.
We will be turning off voting at the end of this jam.
That's right, folks. We have about 1 minute and 16 seconds to get them votes in. Here we go. We have it, number 8 with the breakaway.
Well, Maldita gets it
Maldita.
immediately.
It looks like, that's right, it looks like Blue Ridge got, oh, she got by Maldita, 409 with the star. 409 trying to get breakaway. La Maldita.
Blue Ridge working really hard to keep Maldita back.
She called it off. Oh my goodness, folks.
38 seconds, we might have one more jam.
Oh, I don't know if I have the heart for one more. I'm so nervous.
Good thing we have medics.
That's right. Oh
Which
my
we
goodness.
give a big thank you for our medics who volunteer.
I need
also,
them to check me out.
all of our skating officials and our non-skating officials. Non-skating officials are the ones you see in all black. The ones in stripes are our skating officials, our referees. All of them are here volunteering, and we thank them so much. If you want to help us out, let us know. We can get you in contact with the right people. We'd love to see you at one of our future games. Speaking of future games, we actually have another game right after this one. We're going to take a brief intermission, pause the stream, and we will be right back with the second game, which is the Blue Ridge. I lost it.
Hold on, folks. Technical difficulty. We understand what game it is.
It'll be the Blue Ridge Roller Derby Retrogrades against the Orlando Roller Derby Sunblockers. So we'd love to see you stick around for our next game.
All right, here we go, folks. Get ready to cheer. Get ready to put it all out there. Get ready to vote. You have 38 seconds. And we're off. Oh my goodness, what's gonna happen? Who are we gonna get out of here? Come on, Orlando. Come on, Blue Ridge. Put it all out. Mama, this is out, folks, for Orlando. She's selling right around the corner. That's Mamadita. Here we are. They're trying. They're getting. Mamadita making her way around, but Blue Ridge really holding her there.
141, 149, 8 points. That is 2 times around.
There we go. She's back around.
This is anybody's game.
57. Bell bottom. Here we go. 1-3, 1-3.
Maldita, 4 more points. 4 more points.
Listen to the crowd. It's so much energy.
149, we are tied. 0 seconds.
God, here we are. Whose game is it, folks? There we go. Oh, Lama Diva's been entered in the penalty box. What is happening?
Blue Ridge breaks out,
She
getting
is
4
in.
points. 4 points for Blue Ridge. Orlando just needs, it's back and forth. Orlando Shimmer is in the box. This is now a power jam for Blue Ridge.
Oh my God! God, it's deafening in here. Here we go. Blue Ridge 4-2, 1-0. That's Fight Hawk. Oh my gosh. It's too much. Here we
Orlando
go.
trying to hold her back. Maldita's back.
Maldita's back out. What's she gonna do?
Hawk is putting up a fight.
What? Oh my goodness, folks. That was so much energy. Oh my God, that's right, Cha-Cha Slides. We're screaming over here too.
Sorry if our screaming was real loud. It was very exciting.
I'm not sorry at all, folks.
Insane. Holy crap.
We are going to wait for the official score before we fully call this game, just to be on the safe side. However, it is 153 Orlando, 160 All-Stars, looking like Blue Ridge taking the W for this first game.
Folks, I've calmed down a little. I apologize. My volume level has absolutely dropped back to its normal loud tone. I'm not sorry for yelling. It was so much energy. Holy heck.
And it looks like we are calling it the official
Actually
score.
calling it.
Your
Blue Ridge All-Stars
are the winner of this first game with a score of 160 to 153.
Insane work.
There they go, coming around, folks. That good courtesy, that's what's important here.
We gave a lot of shout outs to a lot of people this game, but big shout out most of all to the skaters, entertaining us, putting their bodies and health on the line. It's amazing work that they do.
Both teams showed great teamwork, great reforming. This was a great game to watch. Thank you for joining us on this live stream. I expect our next game to be just the same, so please join us in about 20 minutes.
That's right. Oh my God, folks, if you enjoyed the energy of the first game, if you enjoyed the announcing of the first game, if you enjoyed the action and the hard hits and those wonderful, wonderful skaters, join us for a second round. We're going to be here yelling into this mic.
Our next game will be starting at 12.
12:55.
That means you got about 16 minutes, folks. 16 minutes for those of us doing math at the house. 16 minutes.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget, this is your last chance. We are a closing fan fave. We will announce those in the chat later on before the next game. Thank you. Hope to see you soon.